Ukrainian attack partially destroys hydroelectric dam in Kherson region. Explosion destroys power plant dam in Ukraine. Floods town. More than 20,000 people had to be evacuated after the explosion. Governments of Ukraine and Russia exchange accusations about the authorship of the attack. An attack destroyed a dam at a Ukrainian hydroelectric plant in the early hours of Tuesday, causing flooding in Kherson. Complete destruction of the dam could result in devastating flooding, potentially killing thousands of civilians. Although several dams in Ukraine were damaged, unleashing an uncontrolled flow of water, the structure withstood the attack. The mayor described the incident as a terrorist act by the Kiev regime that could cause even greater disgrace. But there is still no need to evacuate the region. All services are working in the city. All administration staff are on site. Electricity, gas, internet, communications are not affected, he said. Further information indicates that the water level in Novaya Kakhovka continues to rise, possibly flooding up to 14 villages with a population of 22,000 people. According to reports, 8 villages in the Kiev-controlled territory of the Kherson region are flooded, and the Ukrainian part will soon begin the evacuation of the population. According to the mayor of Novaya Kakhovka, Vladimir Leontyev, the upper part of the infrastructure was destroyed during an attack. The structure is located in southern Ukraine in a disputed region currently controlled by Russia. The two countries exchange accusations about who was responsible for the attack. The explosion resulted in mass evacuations and cut water and electricity supplies in the region. According to local news agencies, more than 20,000 people had to be evacuated from the area, and Kiev issued a warning of widespread flooding. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky called an emergency meeting with security chiefs due to the severity of the attack. According to the Kiev government, the destruction of the structure could flood up to 80 municipalities. The destruction of the Kakhovka hydroelectric dam only confirms for the whole world that they must be expelled from all corners of Ukrainian territory. Not a single meter should be left for them because they use every meter for terror, he wrote. The water level rose 5 meters after the explosion, leaving river islands submerged. Ukraine's government has reported that residents of the Dnipro River region are leaving their homes. The internal governor of the Kherson region, Vladimir Saldo, said that Russian soldiers stationed on the left bank of the Dnieper River continue their capabilities in both defense and attack against Ukrainian military targets. The rise in the level of the Dnieper River, caused by damage caused by Ukrainian bombings to the Kakhovka hydroelectric plant, does not prevent Russian military actions, reinforced the governor. The official also said the Ukrainian attack was aimed at hiding the recent major failures of Kiev's counteroffensive. In turn, Dmitry Peskov, spokesperson for the president of Russia, Kiev's sabotage at the Kakhovka hydroelectric plant is related to the lack of success during the offensive of the Ukrainian troops, which is suffocating. Apparently, this sabotage is also related to the fact that, having launched a full-scale offensive 2 days ago, the Ukrainian armed forces are not achieving the set objectives. These offensive actions are suffocating, Peskov told journalists. According to Peskov, one of the Kiev regime's objectives in blowing up the Kakhovka hydroelectric plant was to deprive Crimea of water. Moscow has repeatedly blamed Kiev for numerous attacks on the Kakhovka dam, warning that its failure could cause thousands of civilian deaths.